Belgium's golden generation entered this final group stage match carrying the weight of two severely underwhelming performances. A convincing victory was the only path left to secure the top of Group G and prove they were still tournament contenders. Facing them was a New Zealand squad executing a survival strategy, packing the penalty box with a rigid, extremely deep 5-4-1 defensive block. Typically, confronting a wall of defenders like this forces superior teams into endless lateral passing, moving the ball side to side with no final product. But Belgium avoided this pattern, delivering a masterclass in dismantling the low-block defense. Breaking down a densely packed defense remains the ultimate test of a modern team's attacking intelligence and structural discipline. This diagram shows Belgium's aggressive 4-2-3-1 attacking structure, pressing high against New Zealand's entrenched 5-4-1 formation. Notice how Belgium bypasses the crowded center. They rapidly and patiently circulate the ball from flank to flank. Every switch forces the entire defensive block to shift laterally. Over time, the defending wingbacks tire, their reaction speeds drop, and physical gaps begin to open in the structure. Belgium utilized 70% possession to exhaust the opposition's defensive shape. Forcing a defense to stretch horizontally is the non-negotiable first step to creating any central penetration. Here, we see a tactical view of Kevin De Bruyne's movement. He abandoned the traditional central lanterne role, drifting outward into the half spaces. This free roaming completely disrupts the marking scheme. Defenders are drawn out of their designated zones to track him. As that space opens, Leandro Trossard executes intelligent counter-movements, cutting inside from the wing to form passing triangles right in the vacated areas. Meanwhile, Romelu Lukaku plays a vital, unseen tactical role by physically occupying two center-backs at once. By pinning those defenders in place, Lukaku creates pockets of space behind the line. Both Trossard and De Bruyne used these gaps to make late, untracked runs for their goals. Positional fluidity turns a heavily defended penalty box into localized areas of numerical superiority. We also have to look at transition defense, specifically what occurred during the rare moments New Zealand intercepted the ball. Belgium immediately deployed a relentless five-man counterpress, which completely smothered the ball carrier before a counterattack could even form. This diagram highlights a critical structural weakness: the massive, isolated distance between New Zealand's defensive midfield and their lone forward. With no passing options available, the defense was forced into rushed clearances that handed possession straight back to the Belgian midfield. True territorial dominance requires systematically suffocating an opponent's exit routes. Despite their absolute control of the match, one distinct tactical vulnerability remained visible. Elijah Just's 84th-minute goal for New Zealand exposed a rare breakdown in that transition defense. By operating with such a high defensive line, any failure in the initial counterpress leaves large areas exposed near the goalkeeper. While New Zealand capitalized only once, elite knockout stage opponents will aggressively target that exact space. Belgium maintained a ruthless mentality until the final whistle. They pushed for Alexis Salamaker's stoppage-time goal, securing a crucial bump in goal difference. Purposeful possession manipulates the defensive shape, grinding down the opposition until clear passing lanes emerged for 5 separate goals. By executing this fluid, aggressive blueprint, Belgium enters the knockout rounds having demonstrated exactly how to dismantle a disciplined defense.